practice today, we just need our mat and maybe a yoga strap or a band. When we're focusing on the solar plexus or the stomach area of the nervous system, it incorporates a lot of rotations in our practice. So just remember, like with any practice, to only do what feels good and safe to you and all of that. And I'm just going to spend a couple minutes telling you some things about the Manipura chakra. Manipura chakra, or chakra, is the way the ancient pronunciation was. More the American pronunciation has turned it kind of into chakra or chakra, you'll hear, but I think the old ancient way is chakra. So Manipura chakra. All right, so that is located here in the stomach region, and you know we have a lot of emotions connected with this. So like you've heard the emotional gut, like when you're upset you can't eat or you overeat. That is all connected in this gut. So we're really going to focus on poses, mantras, breath work, and affirmations that focus on that area. The sound, the vibration sound is RAM, and I have heard that pronounced like RAHM, like ROM, or I've also heard it pronounced RUM, RUM. And for me, that it's easy to remember because I think rum in the tum, and that helps me remember the sound for that area. And then it can be blocked by suppressed anger, hanging on to painful memories, worrying about the future, or feeling worthless. The symptoms of the blockage would be low self-esteem and anger from being a victim. If it's fully closed, you feel like the victim, you're powerless, you're concerned about what others think, you have low self-esteem, low self-confidence, low self-respect, and you give away your power to keep peace in relationships. If it's overactive, if it's acting, which is still out of balance, but if it's overproductive and overactive, you have the need to be in control at all times. Now, some of the physical, like physical ailments or effects are, it affects the pancreas and the adrenals. You can have problems with your liver, gallbladder, and digestive tract, which I just mentioned about the digestive tract. Constipation, acidity, hypertension, chronic fatigue, gut ailments, diabetes, skin ailments, indigestion, and ulcers. When you are balanced in this chakra, we let go of the past, we live in the moment, we are not intimidated by people or things that have power over you, and you have good self-discipline and have good self-respect. So from here, you have a little bit of information on that chakra. So from here, we'll go into the poses and add some mantras and breath work into that. Make sure you have your water handy. We always want to drink water as we go. Make sure your mat is in a comfortable, safe place. This is a place where you are welcome and you know you can truly be yourself on the mat, and you can disregard everything that's going on off the mat. Now, when we're really trying to focus on our practice, there are going to be distractions. There's going to be noises from outside. There's going to be your phone. There's going to be sounds around you close and nearby. There's going to be sounds near me. But I want you to pretend like you're bringing yourself and you're on this concrete with me, and your mat is here, and you have sounds around you, but it's your choice to ignore them. And we have sounds around us on this countryside, vehicles going by, different animals, whatever. We're going to choose to not let that break our practice. So we acknowledge there are sounds and there are distractions, but we don't let it break what we're doing and what our intentions are. So keeping our intention focused, our attention and our intentions focused on this upper stomach area. Let's place both hands above the navel. And I want you to breathe into this area. Nice, deep, full breaths. Filling the lungs all the way to the bottom, expanding that upper belly. And now I want you to empty all the air and do a little ab crunch. Blow all the air out and suck the abs in. Imagine feeling the breeze, standing here, hearing the birds, feeling your feet grounded to the earth, knowing you can be yourself here on the mat. And breathe with that exhaling ab crunch. Inhale, fully belly breath, inhale, and fully belly compression, exhale. Saying to yourself, I love myself. I love myself. I respect myself. I respect myself. Meeting at the top of the mat, inhale up. And we're just going to rotate the hands open to kind of warm up that rotation. Inhale, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, rotation. Now think about rotating. When we rotate from the base of the spine upward, the head should be the last thing that turns in your rotation. So practice that now. Inhale up. Exhale, rotate base of the spine to the top of the head. Inhale up. Exhale, rotate. I am confident. Say these things with me. I am confident. Inhaling deeply into that upper belly and exhaling, compressing that upper belly and blowing the air out. Let's add a little more movement to this. Let's step back into a lunge. Now, whatever leg is in front, that's the direction that we're rotating. So we're inhaling up and we're exhaling from the base of the spine upward, rotating. Inhale up. Exhale, rotate. Give me one more. I am confident. I am confident. Mountain, stand tall. Tadasana, think Tadasana. I am confident. I am powerful. I am strong on these feet, on this earth. Now the other side, step back. In that lunge, we have inhale up. Exhale, rotate 3 times, compressing those abs. Inhale up, expanding that upper ab area, and exhaling, rotating from the base of the spine up to the heavens. Great. Now you can stay with that, or we can go a little deeper, optional. So you can repeat exactly what we just did, stepping back in that lunge, or this time, inhale the hands up in prayer and exhale, take the opposite elbow to the opposite thigh. Rotating that heart and that head laugh. So inhale up, start rotating at the base of the spine, work your way up through the spine, get to the heart, get through the throat, get to the head. The head can look over the back shoulder. One more time, inhale up and exhale, rotate. Remember that ab crunch in your exhale. Inhale up and back to mountain. I am strong, I am confident. I am respecting myself. I am respecting myself. Oh, I can be myself on this mat. And step back in that lunge. Inhale up and exhale, rotate from the base of the spine upward, blowing all the air out. Option to lastly look over the shoulder, which could throw your balance off. So try to look at a focal point forward, find a focal point to the side, and maybe a focal point a little to the back. Inhale into that belly, and exhale, fully exhale, and blow that air out. Great job. Stepping back to mountain. Now let's move through the whole torso, breathing into that belly, pushing it out, pulling it in, pushing it out, pulling it in. Just moving through those emotions. Notice how you're feeling today. Notice maybe any emotions that have been going on lately, and maybe some emotions come up. And if any emotions come up, go the other way. I want you to let those flow. Do not suppress, do not block. If you feel like laughing, laugh. If you feel like crying, cry. Let any emotions just come out that come out. Let them free. Let them flow. Let them be free. And you might notice even after the practice, even up to 3 days later, that some of these suppressed things come out, and you want to don't try to resuppress them. Try to deal with them, seek help for them, whatever you need to make your life better for tomorrow and the next day. So coming back to our mountain, nice deep full breath. Step 1 foot back in a lunge. This time we're going to hold. So you can just hold in this upper rotation or inhale up. Exhale, bring that opposite elbow to the outside of that opposite thigh the best that you can. Listen to your body, extending back through that back heel and back leg. Rotating from the base of the spine upward, holding the core tight. Abs tight, back strong, glutes strong, pelvic floor tight, inner thigh contracted. And rotate and breathe. Imagine breathing through that spiral. And then we'll come back up. All the way back up. I am confident. I have good self-respect. Step the other foot back. Inhale up. Exhale, rotate. Rotating, breathing, holding the pose, letting the breath flow. Feel that breath rotate through the body. Come back to mountain. Inhale up, exhale, dive to the earth, get the stomach on the thighs, grab the back of the legs, and gently straighten forward. Walking the feet back into down dog, spreading the fingers, middle fingers forward. All the pads of the fingers connected to the earth, the four corners of the palms on the earth, pushing through the arms, not locking the elbows. We're going to inhale, lift one leg. Exhale, pull the knee towards the opposite elbow. Or if that's too difficult, go to all fours, extend the leg, pull that knee towards the opposite elbow. So you can do that in all fours or in down dog, just trying to get a little rotation, maybe about 5 breaths. Really moving through that gut, inhaling into the upper belly, exhaling, compressing those abs, blowing all the air out. And then when you're ready, do the other side. Strong breath, strong mind. And then all fours, cat, cow. Again, compressing the belly on the exhale. Inhale, look out. Exhale, suck the abs in, blow all the air out of the belly. Moving through that emotional gut. I am powerful. I am confident. I don't care what other people think. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, pull in. I am confident. I am powerful. I know myself. I don't care what other people think about me. Great. Now the next one, the easy version is just going to be to thread the needle, dive through. You can dive through low if you would like. And if you just like this pose, you can stay here. You can inhale, reach the arm out. Exhale, dive through. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, dive through. You could do 3 to 5 on each side. Or another option is to go to down dog again. And inhale and exhale. Bring the opposite hand to the opposite outer thigh. Looking under that armpit. And then return to center and switch. So either one of those rotations, whatever feels good to you. Breathe, move, hold the core tight. Do as many of those as you would like. And then let's push back child's pose. Let's walk the hands in one direction. And then walk the hands the other way. Great job. And let's have a seat. So, sit in easy position, easy pose. Don't let the ankles collapse. Keep those ankles engaged. Sitting up tall, nice deep breath. Gently roll in a circle. I am grounding. I am connecting to the earth. I am grounding. I am connecting to the earth. I am powerful. Sit up tall. Good posture. Core engagement. I am powerful. Say it out loud. I am powerful. I am respecting myself. I am respecting myself. And we're going to inhale up with these arms. And we're going to exhale, rotate from that base of that spine up through the top of the head, rotating. Just think wringing out. Like you're wringing out a wet cloth. Now go the other way. Inhale up, exhale, rotating the other way. Think about wringing out a wet cloth. Here we're wringing out all those times that we did not respect ourselves. We're releasing that. We're forgiving ourselves for anything we did out of ignorance. Inhale up, exhale, release. Releasing the power that others hold over us, but it's only in our mind. Releasing that power. Inhale up. I am motivated. I am motivated. I am energetic. I am energetic. Make sure you're even on these. So now you can stay kind of easy pose, or you can go more cow face pose where we tuck this bottom leg underneath and get the knee more pointing forward as much as you can. Everybody's flexibility is a little different. And then we top that other leg on top of that, trying to get both knees pointing forward and together. That can take a lot of years of practice, so don't force anything. Make sure you're comfortable. Coming from this cow face pose, we're going to add a little rotation. So you can just stay here and you could just rotate the torso more upright. I want you to belly breathe, pull the shoulders away from the ears, elongate the head towards the heavens. I am worthy. I am worthy. Let's take the opposite hand to the top foot, and then we're going to extend that top foot, rotating from the base of the spine upward. Breathe. We're holding that outer edge of that foot. We're rotating from the base of the spine up. You can use your other arm straight back just to balance the body out. Think wringing out that towel again. I am worthy. I deserve respect. I am worthy. I deserve respect. And then let's set that back down. Let's switch legs in front. And again, you can just stay in cow face pose with a little rotation. Your torso is rotating towards that top leg. Breathe. I am worthy. I believe in myself. I believe in myself. I believe in my abilities. Let's take that opposite hand to the outer edge of that top foot. Option to extend that up, rotating from the base of the spine out up. Make sure you're working within your own abilities here. You're not forcing anything. You're holding the abs tight. You're breathing. Balancing, rotating, opening, but also letting go, releasing fear, release the fear of being rejected, release the fear of being rejected. I am worthy. Great. And then let's go back to that easy pose. Now, if you usually sit one way, I want you to sit the other way. So if you usually have one leg in front, cross the other one in front. Now take the opposite hand to the opposite knee. We're sitting up tall. We're going to rotate towards that knee. And then we're going to take this other arm and reach it up. So we have opposite hand to opposite knee and the other hand over the shoulder. And then we're going to lean that hand and that torso away from that knee we're holding on to. Inhale up. Breathe through that belly. And switch. And lift. And open. And breathe. And then come back to easy pose. Roll those shoulders. Bring the hands to heart center. And let's rotate here at the heart center. Keeping the low abs tight. We're not moving below the navel. We're keeping everything below the navel nice and tight. Low abs, low back, pelvic floor, and legs and glutes all squeezing and engaging. And we're just rotating above that navel. Nice, deep, full breaths. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. I am respecting myself. I am worthy of all my dreams. Great job. Opposite hand to opposite knee. Inhale up, and now let's flow. Drop that hand to the opposite. Inhale up. Exhale, just flow and breathe and open. Great job. Now let's lie down on our floor. Let's take the legs in the air. Hold the core tight. Don't do anything that hurts. We're going to touch the opposite hand to the opposite leg. And then we have the other arm and leg up. We're going to lift the head and rotate towards that top leg, dropping the other hand and leg. And then bring everything up. Switch opposite hand, opposite leg. Drop the other hand and leg. Lift the head towards that leg that's in the air. Bring everything back up. Switch. It's like an upside down bird dog. Getting a little core work, activating that core, energizing. Think, I am energetic. I am full of energy. I am motivated. I am ready for the future. I don't care what other people think about me. I am motivated. I am energetic. I am ready. And then let's take the arms wide across the earth, palms down, hands are about shoulder level. Pull the feet in close to the glutes. Pick up the hips and keep the natural arch in the neck. Rotate to your right glute, so you're rotating till your right hip can drop down to the earth, and drop your knees to the right. Focus on that upper belly breath, holding the low abs and low back tight. Breathing and grounding to the earth. And then let's come back to the center, pick up the hips back into that bridge. Drop your left glute or butt cheek to the floor, or your left hip there, and then drop the knees to the left, keeping anchored through those shoulders. Both shoulders are down. Only go as low as you can. And keep that right shoulder on the earth. Upper belly breathe. Come back to the center. I'm going to give you a couple options. You can go to fetal pose. You can be on your back with the arms wide, rocking the knees side to side, continuing to rotate and do a moving meditation here just for the last couple minutes in this segment. A little moving meditation, rocking the knees side to side. You could do feet together, knees open. You could put one hand in the upper belly, one hand in the lower belly. Keep the lower abs tight and breathe into the upper abs. Let that upper hand rise and fall, or you could just rest in corpse pose. You could also go to seated easy pose. I'm going to talk you through the mantras. I want you to repeat these to yourself, and then we'll finish here and we'll go into more of the meditative, and we'll have a lot more mantras of releasing what we need to release and bringing in what we need to bring in the meditation. But for here, finding a comfortable position. I am letting go of criticism. I am letting go of criticism. I am confident. I am confident. I am powerful. I am powerful. I am motivated. I am motivated. I am worthy. I am worthy. Again, I am letting go of criticism. I am letting go of criticism. I am confident. I am confident. I am powerful. I am powerful. I am motivated. I am motivated. I am worthy. I am worthy. And let's add, I am full of energy. I am full of energy. And let's end with inhale nose, exhale RAHM, R-A-H-M is the way I'm going to do it. Inhale nose. Trying to drag that out. We'll do it 2 more times. Try to drag each sound out to vibrate that part of the nervous system in the solar plexus. Inhale nose. Inhale. Last one. Hands to heart center. May you be well. Namaste. All right, thanks so much for being here. Hopefully you can tune back in a few minutes for the more meditative segment. You've done this work here, so your body